Hello and welcome to our latest webinar from the Business Hub. Today we're going to show you the 6-step process you wish you'd always had that will show you how to stop selling and get people buying. Today you're going to receive some great content to take away that is actionable in your business today, tomorrow, as soon as you're ready to go. My name's Paul Simpson and I'm the founder of the Business Hub. I'm a business transformation coach. You may know me as a sales director from some time in my past. I've been in business for over 30 years, working in my own successful company and helping many other businesses across various sectors to transform their commercial endeavours. Today, we brought together for you the process that I've used in my business as well as many of my clients. It's helped them and will help you become more successful and more profitable. The process will enable your business to grow. It'll help you hold your sales teams accountable and help you to attract the type of customers you want to work with. By bringing the 6 steps into companies just like yours, it has made a huge difference to them and it will help you and your business as well. Let me tell you something. I'm definitely no sharper, I'm certainly no smarter or brighter than you, and I want to share with you the process we've developed, the how to stop selling formula, and it will make a significant difference in your business. And with the actionable content you can take away, this will massively drive your bottom line. So turn off your email, Facebook, etc. and any of these distractions around you and focus on what we're going to show you today. Stay with me till the end as there's something special to offer you. So why are you attending this webinar? Well, it's to help you attract the customers who value what it is that you do. And not only value it, they'll pay the real value for it. It's for you to attract customers who understand the result you're creating for them. It's to help you understand that selling may be adversely affecting your business, as surprising as that may be. It will help you actually understand why customers buy and why they will buy from you more readily in the future. And they'll be more than happy to share what a fantastic service or product you have provided with them. You might have an established business already, but it's plateaued. You might need a little traction to get it moving. Or you might still be stuck on the starting line and looking for a way to move forward quickly and decisively. So we will give you the tools, a clear strategy and the process behind it. So who is this webinar for? Sometimes having to sell makes us feel anxious or embarrassed. When I started out in sales, often I was so anxious about not getting the sale, I would oversell and I'd walk straight through the order, and sometimes I forget to ask for it. It's for people who don't enjoy the selling process. It's for entrepreneurs who want to earn more, who feel they've put their whole life into their business and it's definitely not bringing them the results that they want. It's for business owners who fail to prospect. And it's for sales teams who struggle to pick up the phone. And it's for people who are responsible for sales, but they walk through the sale and they don't see the buying signals. I've seen great presentations delivered by companies and they fail to close the deal and ask for the order, just like I did in the past. And it's for people who actually say that they have a great product, but they hate sales and it's just not for them. And that is not what they signed up for. It's for businesses that go the extra mile and deliver massive amounts of service, but they actually over-deliver, and consequently, when they're over-delivering, they're undercharging, and that's damaging their bottom line. And it's for business owners who know their business has got some traction, they've got it moving, but they want to take it to the next level. They see massive potential out there, but they want to understand, how can I get to the next level? It seems so far away, it seems so difficult to move the business along. And what we'll do with this 6-step process, we'll get you to understand it quickly, and you can rapidly bring this into your business. So in the remainder of the webinar, I'm going to run through how this works and how it can become a successful part of your business and create opportunities for you. I'm going to help you grow successfully, improve your profit, massively decrease your sales stress, and importantly stop your selling and get loyal customers buying. And at the end of that, we've got 3 options to help you make it happen. Does any of this sound or feel familiar to you? You're working far too many hours, you're burning the midnight oil. Consequently, you're missing out on family time or significant events in your children's or family's life. You're always chasing the money. The money comes in, but it literally has got its hat and coat on and it's out of the door. there's never enough to go round. You're not charging enough. It feels like famine or feast. Sales are low. Why? Because you haven't got the process behind it. Because you don't like to do the selling. And maybe sometimes you feel desperate just to get some work, any work. Should I offer a discount? Have I gone in too high? Or maybe even too low? These are the questions that are in your head. Maybe you're beginning to get some business resentment. It's growing up inside of you. Maybe you're losing happiness. And this isn't what you signed up for. You look at your friends who've got regular jobs, regular salaries. Maybe there's a better way, that's what you're thinking. But that isn't what you signed up for. You were brave enough in the first place to go into business. Ultimately, you'd really like to increase your prices, but you fear nobody will deal with you. The 6-step process can show you how to remove these anxieties and help you become strong and strong in your own business. If you answered yes, and some of those sound familiar, maybe more than one, it doesn't have to be this way. Something has to change, and you've got to recognize that change now. The gap between where you are and where your dreams are may seem huge. The great news is, if you use the process, you'll understand it's easy to make the changes and quickly narrow that gap. Your business will be able to create a great future for you. Imagine once you make those changes, your time will be your own again. You'll fall back in love with your business. You'll quickly realize your income ceiling wasn't even there. And you'll be attracting those loyal lifetime customers who you enjoy working with. Let's make those changes now. I want you to see what I see. I want you to see how your customer sees things. Imagine if you could put these glasses on and see the world through their eyes. Go on, pop them on. So let's go together and discover this is simpler than you think to do exactly this in your business, starting now. This doesn't take years, it's not about luck, it's about focusing on the things that matter the most in the business and looking through your customers' eyes. So how do you stop selling? Let me define selling and buying. I define selling as an uphill process of trying to convince someone they need or want what you have. And I define buying as a pleasurable process where you'll be happy to exchange money for something you want or need. Already, these two short definitions can make a huge difference in how you get people to buy. Customers do not buy from you because they understand what it is that you do. They buy from you because you understand what their needs are and what result they want. So to stop selling, shine the spotlight on the customer and their needs. And when you help them solve a problem, find the right solution, they will thank you, pay you money, and become a loyal advocate of your brand. So here we go. How to stop selling and get people buying. Step 1. Clarity and vision. To be effective at having your customers buy, you absolutely need clarity and vision within your business. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt what you're all about. To be effective in having your customers buy, you need clarity and vision within your business. You need to know what needs you fulfill. You need to know what you need to achieve for yourself and your business. A lack of clarity is one of the critical failure points for businesses both large and small. If you create this clarity for yourself and the business, then you can create clarity for your customers and your team behind you. And we start this with a perfect pitch. Perfect pitch. As I said earlier, remember it is not about customers understanding what you do, it's that you understand what the customer wants. So many times I've heard people come and pitch to myself, and all I come away with is how good they are, how fantastic they are, what they do here, what they've done in the past. That's not what I'm looking for. So when you create your perfect pitch, ask yourself, what do we do? What result do we bring to the customers, clients and prospects? An example of this is when we worked with a web designer. He used to tell everybody about all the technical issues around websites and why you could or couldn't do something on a website. We crafted his pitch and it became very clear of the result he created for people. And now he says he creates visually stunning websites that are on page 1 on Google and they generate web leads for the business. What more would you want from a website? Moving on to step 2, this is about market position and perception. Engagement with your clients starts long before your first transaction, and that was never more true in this digital age. Having a great product is no longer good enough. You have to go on with engagement, Your product or service has to be amazing, and you are who Google says you are. Google have called this ZMOT, or the zero moment of truth. So let me explain something around ZMOT. In the past, we would research something, maybe go to the shop, pick up a brochure, purchase the item, and then take it home or take it into our business and use it. At that point, we'd understand whether it was the right product for us as we experienced it. Today, that's changed. The moment of truth comes at the beginning of the buying process. Why? Because we look online, we read reviews, then we make a decision on where to buy it, and before we actually get to use the product, we've probably experienced the moment of truth already. So how do we influence that? And if you're available online when customers approach that zero moment of truth, then you're the most likely person they're going to buy from. And how do we do that? It's around customer testimonials, online buying guides, videos, case studies, and this is what will help you influence the zero moment of truth. So step 3, understand your customers. It's not until you look through the customer's eyes you start to really understand their needs. As I said earlier, it's not the customer's job to understand you. It's for you to understand the results that they want from your service or product. Always enter with a conversation taking place in the customer's mind. This helps you on 2 levels. It stops you going back to the convince them approach, and your mindset when presenting to the client will be that you value yourself and you value your products. What you do know then is that you will deliver with integrity and you'll have clarity around what you're going to offer the client and what a brilliant result you're going to bring to them. Often I find salespeople enter conversations with prospects with another conversation going on in their minds, and they carry their own agenda and they make assumptions. Maybe they're thinking about targets, maybe they're thinking about quotas, but simply you just need to go in there and look and listen to what the prospect wants and begin to understand them. Don't assume anything and stop thinking about what you might want to sell. Listen attentively and carefully. Otherwise, you will miss the buying signals or even walk straight through the order. So let me give you a quick and easy example of this. This company had a very traditional approach to selling to people. They turned up with a brochure, showed the customer through the products that they had, told them what a great company they were and how good it was to deal with them. What was happening was the customer was disengaged and they weren't converting the leads. And we had a real struggle on our hands because we asked them to stop taking the brochure in. And we wanted them to go in there and listen to the conversation that was going on in the customer's mind. Understand and digest and find out what the pain points for the prospect. From this approach only, we found a huge increase in the conversions and an increase in the average order value. So hey, put your special glasses back on so that you can see what is going on through the customer's eyes, what their challenges are, and what the conversation is they are having internally. So as we move forward, we move to authenticity and connection. Now look, I'm accepting that you all do things with integrity, but the best way to get this across to your customers is to have authentic, connecting stories that you can share with them. As you know, I've been in business for many years and there's been several twists and turns along that time. But what I've been known for is being straightforward, perhaps maybe blunt with the prospects. I've worked with a broad range of customers across many sectors. And the ones that I've seen be the most successful deliver authenticity and they connect with their clients. It's a great lesson for those looking to persuade, cut through, get rid of the clutter, gain attention, or to motivate action and cultivate relationship. It's about an authentic story, a story that tells us why you do what you do. Now, when you find an authentic story, you will have a persuasive message. You're creating a story that shares our motivation and helps the client understand the connections. As simple as it may seem, do not underestimate this stage. Recently at the Business Hub, we've connected with a company who are trying to break into a market that is heavily dominated by one supplier. This company was a wholesaler who worked with retailers. And as I said, they're in a market that's heavily dominated by one supplier. And what we helped them was to craft a story around their difference, around the fact they were over 100 years old, around the fact that they were only using natural products, And then we took time to educate the shop assistants so that when the consumers came into the stores, they had a great, authentic story that connected with them, and they were able to demonstrate this to people who were interested in buying their product. By crafting the story with this business, we had a significant success even in the face of a market dominant supplier. Why? Because it matched the value and the needs of both customers, the retailers, and the consumers. So we connected with them at both levels, and we talked about relevant experiences. And what happens when you do this? The person you're speaking with, the client, the prospect, they then put themselves in the starring role in the story that you're talking about. They imagine themselves in that story, and they're also looking at the result that you're explaining to them. And that authentic connection will help you to get people buying from you. Step 4 in how to stop selling and get people buying is interpretation. This is an extension to how we understand our clients and customers. It's the behavioural side of things, if you like. Interpretation is what all human beings do to decode and understand the information that's being given to them. As you'll be aware, there's 5 senses. Some people say there's 6. When it comes to you interpreting, we call these modalities. Every human being has a primary modality, and there are 3 key modalities: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. This webinar is a great example. We've carefully chosen what you will see, what you will hear, and what you will feel. There are 3 modalities we're focusing on here: visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Now, it isn't easy to interpret these, but you need some practice. And it's the way to gather the information from your clients. Your clients leak this information to you, and it indicates to you that they have a primary modality. Let me give you an example. Somebody may say, "I hear what you say. I've heard this is good." They're likely to be an auditory person. A visual may say, "I see that. I can imagine seeing that in my office or my workplace." Whereas a kinesthetic person, they would interpret the data internally, come back and question you. A kinesthetic decodes information through feelings. You may hear them say, "I feel that's good. I feel pressurized. I feel I don't like that." So why is it so important to understand buyer behavior? If you can understand the buyer's modalities, that helps you connect and be authentic with them. It helps you interpret the world how they see it, or they hear it, or they feel it. And when you respond to the customers with the same modality, that will also help them have confidence, know, like, and trust yourself. It's all in the mind, but whose mind? By following the interpretation steps, it gives you 2 advantages. You'll be able to correctly decode the client's buying triggers. And when you understand those, you'll be able to create a presentation that speaks to them, that speaks their language and helps them understand. And this insight will help you deliver a presentation which is very relevant to that client. The 5th step in how to stop selling and get people buying is ready is more successful. You must check that your prospects and customers are ready to do business. Otherwise, you know what happens. You start selling, you waste your time, and you end up being pushy and maybe even offer a discount. If this is happening for you, you have to ask yourself a key question. Is my marketing correct, or is it flawed? Understanding buyer readiness and ensuring the marketing you are using has attracted prospects who are ready to take action is critical. Let me explain the reasons behind this. When I work with businesses, they spend a great deal of time sending out proposals, estimates, marketing on social media, and seeing prospects. It costs a lot of money. And it's great that they generate leads. But quite often, something's missing. And we find that we're sat in front of prospects who are not ready to buy. You may be attracting people and generating leads for your business. But quite often, what we see is the results are from flawed marketing. These people are just looking around right now. You can't dismiss them, but teams spend far too much time chasing them and they're not ready to buy. And this is where a lot of your time goes. It's where a lot of your team spend a huge amount of effort and money qualifying these clients. And they delay. And there's a reason that they don't convert. And you keep asking yourself questions around price, questions around service. The fact of it is these people were not ready to buy. and you've got flawed marketing in your business. So if you track the correct leads and recognize buyer readiness, it will have a huge impact on your life. It'll impact on the length of time your prospects take to make a decision. You'll be able to recognize the leads that come through and that these prospects are ready to buy, and the people who need help are the people who are just fishing or looking around at the moment. And if you get this right in your business, you'll find that you've got yourself an awful lot of lost time back. You won't be chasing unready leads, and you won't look like you're a salesman, where you're desperate and you're trying to convince someone once again. What you have to do is work hard on your marketing and recognize that the prospects are ready to buy. And if they say no, N-O, that's okay. N-O actually stands for next one. There are plenty of other clients and prospects out there who are willing and ready to use your service, but just make sure you have a marketing system that brings through buyer-ready prospects. So the sixth and final step in how to stop selling and get people buying, we call this the wow effect. And I'm sure you can understand what this is all about, or maybe you don't. I'd like to ask yourself this question: who are your customers? The answer may not be as obvious as you think. If you're the owner or an entrepreneur, the answer to the question is your customers are the people who work with you in your business. Maybe you can deliver the wow effect, but can your team deliver the wow effect? Let me share this with you. It's about your customers. If you've got satisfied customers, you've got a problem. Satisfied customers are at a risk of being taken away by internet marketing, by mail shots, by telemarketing. Take a look at the slide on screen. If your customers are to be loyal advocates, they need to be dazzled and delighted. As you can see down the left hand side, you've got value added, expectation met, expectation not met, satisfied, dissatisfied and dazzled along the bottom. And as you can see, satisfied customers are at risk. Your loyal advocates will always tell people what a great job you've done, and these are the type of people who will really benefit from the wow effect. And this is how you make your business grow. And it's all down to your team. It's down to the people, it's about how you build the business, it's how you ensure you've got great processes in your business, and how your business works. And it needs to rely on you not being present. And that's how a great business operates. It operates just as well whether you're doing it or somebody in your team's doing it. Now imagine if that was happening in your business, that your team delivered a service better than what you do. You would have a fantastic business at that point. The wow effect then builds into the purchase experience, or a consumer journey as some people may call it. So in the purchase experience, we recently undertook a survey of some clients. These clients were adamant that price was the number one factor, the most influencing element of why people did business with them. They were astonished with the results and the findings. And what it showed was that price was the third, not the most important factor in why people wanted to work with these companies. We repeated the survey, and again the purchase experience was a key element to working with a supplier. Critically, it was not the price. It was the relationship. It was how smooth it worked for them, and it was how they were respected by the other business. So building a great team with strong leadership from you, the business owner, the entrepreneur, is the key element to creating the wow effect, the wow factor in your business. I'm going to explain now how the wow effect runs through your business and how the wow effect helps to build your business. We live in a fast-paced, global, disposable, and often flippant world. And I know you will have put a huge amount of effort to attain the level of expectation your clients have from you. And I'm sure we've all had experiences where suppliers let us down. But this is where the team comes into play. The key to the wow effect is how that team will respond, how they will engage, how they will put things right. Maybe they have to hold their hands up and say, hey, I'm sorry. But it's how they respond to the problems that's happening in the business. And this is a great example of a wow effect taking part in your business. But it must be built around the team. It's not reliant on you. Now I know as entrepreneurs and business owners that you have strength and tenacity in bucket loads. You would not have been able to get to where you are today without the strength and being brave enough to start a business in the first place. It's a big thing, and I take my hat off to you for doing it, however big or small you are. I understand how tough it is to start a business, let alone keep it going. and I empathise with you. You've gone on to grow the business and provide employment and drive the UK economy forward. If you have started a business and thought, is this going the right way? You've had this big idea, you've recognised who the customers are, and after so much time, you're just not quite on the right track. Well, my experience with sales teams is that 8% of the salespeople bring in 80% of the sales. It's massively disproportionate. But before you rush out there and get rid of all your sales teams, I want you to think about the strength and think about the tenacity, but above all, I want you to think about what we're talking about here. I've had success in the past, and I would say I was definitely one of the 8%. So how did I pack a punch? Let me share it with you. I had a brilliant team behind me, helping me deliver the result that the customers want. What made me one of the 8% was that I followed the steps outlined in this webinar, and I absolutely wanted to share the key elements that have helped me and many of my clients build a successful business and break away from the struggles of their past, the traumas, and now they lead a larger, more prosperous life for themselves and for their families. And this process is complete. It's a whole process. As I said to you before, it's all here for you to follow. And if you go with this process, it will make you one of the 8%. So today, we promised you a 6-step process on how to stop selling and get people buying. By using this in your company, what you'll have is a complete process, all you need to build your business and move forward and start enjoying your business life once more. It'll take away your sales stress, anxiety around the numbers, and allow you to create a wow effect for your customers. So the 6 steps are, and they all circulate out from here. Have clarity and vision in your business. Understand what it is you want from the business and understand what it is you bring to your customers. Don't forget, they want a result, and it has to be clear how you deliver that. We then moved on to perfect pitch to help you create clarity for your customers, clients and prospects. And then we looked at market position and perception. You understand now about the digital world, how it operates. You also understand that you're able to influence this and what's taking place. We then spoke about understanding what's going on in your customer's mind and understanding their primary modality and how they interpret the information that you're passing to them and how you can uncover how they see the world. And you then present this back to them using appropriate language and appropriate images. We then went to understand about buyer-ready leads, buyer readiness as we called it, and how you must ensure that your marketing isn't flawed and that the people and the clients and the prospects you're attracting are ready to take action and are ready to buy. And if they say no, that's okay, that means next one. So you need to work on making sure your marketing is better to qualify your prospects so you have more time in your business, focusing on the people who are ready to buy. And then we talked about the wow effect. And this is around your people, your leadership. And don't forget, if you have customers that are satisfied, they're open to be taken away by your competitors. You have to work hard with your team, train them, engage with them, and this will help create a fantastic customer experience. And don't forget, price was not the most important element of the purchase experience. So I have a question for you. Are you ready to grow your business? Then don't stop yet. If you book following this webinar, we're prepared to give you a free and valuable 30 to 45 minute ready for growth session. Book on the telephone call and we'll get you on the phone with one of our growth transformational coaches. This is your first action step to determine if you have the clarity and the vision that you need to grow a sustainable business. And then what? Well, it's up to you. You can decide how you make it happen. You can DIY it, do it yourself. You can get your free clarity and vision guide after the telephone session and start your own growth journey. Alternatively, join our 90-day group business growth and transformation program in Yorkshire and make it happen now. On the call, we can talk around the 6 steps and the clarity and vision that you'll need in your business. The 90-day program and how it will quickly help you move your business forward and help you substantially grow and transform the business into something amazing, something that's easy to run, something that's more profitable and much less stressful. Along with improving the bottom line, it will allow you the time and the freedom to enjoy all your hard work that you've put into that business. This isn't a magic bullet. What we do know is that it works for businesses just like yours. And this is your chance for us to get a better understanding of how this program might work for you. And if you don't think it will, or we don't think it will, we'll tell you. We're very straightforward. Either way, you're going to have a clear focus on your next steps in taking your business forward. How can I help you? It's really easy. You just need to click on the button below and book your free Ready for Business call now. There's no obligation, but what you will have is some clarity for yourself, some vision, and how to get your business growing. So who's this call for? It's for people who are ready to take action and commit to achieving success in their business. It's for people who have integrity and focus on giving great service, great results for their clients and prospects. And it's for people who are committed to growing their bottom line of their business. This isn't a magic or silver bullet. What we do know is that it works in businesses just like yours. This is a chance for us to better understand how this program will help you. And listen, if we don't think it will, we'll let you know straight away. Either way, you'll have a clear focus on your next steps in taking your business forward. So don't delay, take some action now. If you're looking to smash your income levels in the next 6 months, and if you're fed up with the struggle and you're tired of getting by, well, this is what we do at the Business Hub. We push people, we push the businesses hard, and we create business transformations, and we help them achieve what they're looking for: a larger life, a more prosperous business, and more time to enjoy that. So simply click below, book your call, that comes straight through to our office. You get to speak to Chrissy, and she'll schedule a call for us to speak with you. So just like to say now, thank you for listening to the Business Hub's webinar. My name is Paul Simpson. It's been great sharing this content with you. And remember, this is what made me one of the 8%. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.